Right, so I've got this Rutland ESB25 that's been sent in. Apparently it just sort of doesn't click, but the lights come on or something. So let's take it apart, see what we can see. Asking the customer what goes here, which is the battery. I've not seen a 6-volt battery one before, so they're usually 12 volt. Be one of the road cone batteries, wasn't it? There you go, that's a first. Giving it 6 volts now, and it's doing exactly nothing at all. Right, take the board out, see what we can see. So the customer apparently took it to someone that does phone repairs, is what I do as well as this. And they said that there was multiple things wrong with it, and it wasn't worth repairing. Don't know what they were looking at, because I don't see anything wrong here. This varnish is just to protect the board, that's all that is. It's supposed to be. Other than that, needing the solder touched up on it, the rest of it looks just how it's supposed to be honest. Weird. Right, so I've taken the triac out, and it's a TYN825. I think I've got some of these, so we'll try that as the first port of call. Here we go, got loads of them. Here we go. And if by magic it works. Right, so let's put it in the back with the transformer and see if we get some kick out of it now. Right, so it's back in, but there's no ticking going on. It's flashing, but there's nothing else going on, so something's not opening properly, or transistor, or the capacitor might be bad as well. Got the capacitor out, it's testing that. It's supposed to be 2.8 and it is 2.2. It should still work with that, to be fair. It should still click, so it's probably not going to be this. What next? It might be something that's activating the triac, possibly, so maybe one of these transistors. So I was looking at the microscope, under the microscope at the transformer, and I found an issue. I did see some corrosion under it, so what I've done is I've tested from those two to those two, and they beep, and those two to those two, and they beep, and those two to those two, and there's no beep. So I'm looking at it under a microscope, and that side's fine. This side is, the wire is totally corroded away. So what I'm going to try and do is jump that to this wire here that is coming through it, and then that should hopefully work then. I think that's the only thing that's wrong with it, is literally just that the water's got under there and it's corroded that transformer away. Oh, so that jumper wire from there to there, that then completes the coil. It's tested now, and we're getting beeping between those two, and between those two. So that means all the coils on your transformer are connected now, so we can solder that back in place. That should hopefully work then. Right, so has it fixed it? Let's find out. There we go. So, as the spark isn't particularly massive, as I was saying, that is a 6 volts, so it's not going to be huge anyway. But what we're going to do is take that capacitor off, the one that was measuring a bit low, and replace that so it gives it the same kick as it should have. And then that will give it a bit more beef then. I think I was going mad. I thought it said 2.8, but under the microscope it does actually say 2.2, so that is actually within spec. So it doesn't need replacing. Right, just doing this so that we don't get shorted out components if it gets damp. That's that side all done. So there we go, job done. Put it back together. Go. She's got some good kick on her now. Fire it that far, look. There we go, job done. Customers told it wasn't fixable. We fixed it. So send it back, job done. There we go, all done, ready to send back to the customer. If anyone's got any others that need fixing, just send us a message and we'll get it sorted.